Hey everyone, this is Tanya from ChemoBeauty, here with you in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so all month long I'll be bringing information about breast cancer, cancer in general. My name is Tanya, as I said, and I'm a 12-year breast cancer survivor. And my mission for my company is to help women navigate through the cancer journey, feeling strong, feeling empowered, feeling loved. And we do this through our ChemoBeauty boxes. And you can find more information about that on the website, which is ChemoBeauty.com. And actually, you can find me on all social media at ChemoBeauty. And so, of course, with Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we want to just bring attention, bring awareness. So many women are suffering from this illness, and early detections really saves lives, ladies. And so on a previous video, I talked about like what to expect on a mammogram. We know they're not fun. We know we don't want to do them. They don't feel good, but ladies, we must do them. Some form of a mammogram is better than no mammogram. And there's different technologies out there. You have your traditional mammogram, which is when they used to just do the images, the photo images, and would print, the big slides. And it just shows how far the technology has advanced, because when I first was diagnosed 3 years ago, that's how my mammograms were done. So I still have those big slides from those mammograms. But now, of course, there's the 2D, which is the digital, which pretty much most facilities are at least 2D. And now we even have 3D mammograms available. And so just that is the good thing that's come out of the funding and things, the research, the money that's gone into research, is that these things at least are helping to advance better care, better quality of life, as you're dealing with these things, catching it earlier, so that there's less types of treatments. And so that is truly a blessing. And so whenever you can donate to support any type of research with some of the big foundations, it really does make a difference in the lives of women. And so today I am going to talk to you guys about 2D images and 3D images. What are the difference between those type of mammograms, the 2D and the 3D? Who benefits from the 3D? And what's the difference? And so you'll see me going back and forth into my notes a little bit, because I just want to make sure that I get all the information correct for you. I always spend time, just researching things if I don't know about it, but I still want to bring the information to you. And so I always try to research things and come to you with the latest information to just help you make the best decision possible for yourself. And that's what's in the end is making the best decision for you, because it's individual. Everyone is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's family history is different. And so really with you and your doctor discussing it, you can make the best decision. But I just want you to make sure you're having those discussions with your doctors and just bring that awareness to you. So traditionally, we had, like I said, the traditional mammograms, which those are good too. I mean, if that's all the facility have, that is better than nothing, because it still can help detect the breast cancer, forms of breast cancer. But the 2D images are what most hospitals have now. That's what insurance will pay for, because that's pretty much standard. And so most health coverages will cover the cost of the 2D mammogram. And basically, that's an x-ray of your breast. So those pictures help to see if there's any mass in your breast. And the radiologists can, since they're digital now, the radiologists now can magnify them, manipulate, enhance the brightness, the contrast, so they can really see better what's going on, as opposed to the traditional mammogram. Plus it's digital, and so it's easy for doctors, office to be able to transport. Like I used to have to carry that big folder from one office to another if they needed to see it, because that's how, that was the technology 12 years ago. Now the doctors can email that to another facility because it's digital, and so that's the blessing of that. The traditional, the 2D images versus the traditional one, and it makes it easy to transfer the files, and so people can get the information instantly. And the other great thing about the 2D images, the 2D mammograms as opposed to traditional, is now you don't even leave the office and you get your report. When I first had to do this, I had to wait a few days, a week, to even get that final information. Now when I go to the facility for my mammograms, I leave the office with a letter to take to my doctor's appointment as to whether or not I've already had, whether or not they found anything or if I'm all clear. But what a relief even with that is that you walk out the office knowing what's your next step, whether it be you have to go for appointments and get some treatments and get that plan together, or whether okay, I'm good for another year and schedule my next appointment and go forward. And so that is the great thing about the technology of the 2D. So the waiting has stopped, and for the information to get the feedback back, because the radiologists look pretty much right then. They'll usually go and look at it, and they'll come back. If they need to do more images, they'll do more images. But the thing of having to come back for another appointment to do that has pretty much gotten better with the 2D images. So that is pretty much what most insurances, pretty much all insurances will cover a 2D mammogram. And most facilities pretty much have that. Now, the 3D images. So the 3D mammograms, which is also called a digital breast tomosynthesis, or TOMO. So what this does is, and this is in conjunction with the 2D, so you don't really just do the 3D, usually it's an add-on. So when you go for your mammogram, they'll ask you, do you want to do this? And right now, because it's so new, the insurances most times are not covering that. So that's going to mean an additional cost for you. And so one thing you can do is contact your insurance company before your mammogram so you can know if that is covered. If not, you can contact your facility so you know the cost, because you'll be required most times to pay it then, because that's an out-of-pocket expense, at least right now. Although that is starting to change, because one of the benefits of it is that it's catching breast cancer even earlier than the 2D images sometimes. And not only that, it's really cutting down on having to come back for another set of screening, because the images are so precise. And they're cut like kind of in slices so that they can really look at the breast tissue. And so now some states are starting to mandate that be covered for insurance. And so maybe in the next few years that might be standard, that all insurance has to pay for the 3D images. But right now that's not the case. Right now most times it's an additional cost, and so you have to be prepared for that. But what it is it takes pictures of your breast from multiple angles, and it creates a 3D image of it, but it's like in slices so that they can really look at the different breast tissue. And most hospitals, like more of the state-of-the-art hospitals and facilities, breast centers, will have the 3D machines now. Not all, but a big majority of them do, and so they'll usually ask you. And that way you can make the best decision for you. But it helps to catch like any abnormalities that you may see, that they may see. It helps to see, because sometimes dense breast tissue may look like cancer, and it's not, because the coloring looks the same on the image. So this is helping them really be able to know whether or not somebody needs to come back for further screening, for that. And so the technology of that is really amazing. And there's been research done that shows that it's improving catching breast cancer earlier. And we all know that early detection saves lives, because the earlier you catch it, the earlier, the less treatments you have to take, the earlier stage that it's caught at. And so it really makes it much better. And so this is one of the ways to help for that to happen. And how it happens, it does give greater accuracy. And how it happens is you have your regular mammogram, and then it's going to be a few seconds longer, maybe 4 to 5 seconds longer. It's going to be, the camera's going to kind of go around your breast and take the images. And so it means staying still a little longer. But as far as the discomfort level, the process, is pretty much the same, because it's just an add-on to what you're already doing with the 2D mammogram. So it's not anything unusual or different. It's pretty much the same. And who can benefit from doing that? Because it is a few more seconds of radiation, because there's images. And so who could benefit from doing these 3D images, right? So if you have a family history of breast cancer or ovarian cancer, or you're in the high risk category, if you you're a woman that has dense breast tissue, you can benefit from those 3D images. If you carry the BRCA gene, the cancer gene mutation, if you're a carrier of that, you could benefit from that, because remember, these are just extra steps for checking. And so we really want to do everything to empower ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to live our best life. And really, that's what it's all about, right? It's just living our best life. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. I hope that this is a blessing to you. Please share it to your communities, anyone that may need to know about mammograms right now, if they're contemplating doing their mammograms or not. Ladies, just please, let's take care of ourselves. We're in better health and better shape to take care of our loved ones if we're in better shape and we're in good health. And so we have to do everything possible to do that, to take care of ourselves. And so please share that with your community. You can find me at all social media at ChemoBeauty. And please join my mailing list. That's at ChemoBeauty.com. You can sign up on the home page so you can get information about my blog and information about, the latest information when I'm doing my Facebook lives, and just all info about the company. And we do our best to help empower women. That is the vision, to just sprinkle some sparkle and help women shine. Anyone who knows me knows I love bling. I'm all about it. I love it. There's never too much of it. And so I just want to bring some bling and some sparkle to people who are just going through a really dark place and struggling. So I wish you great health, lots of blessing, abundant blessings, and lots of sparkle, of course. Sparkle and shine, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.